Shaddoll is a deck that likes to fusion summon and to gain advantage from their monsters. All the Shaddoll monsters have a flip effect and an effect when sent to grave by a card effect. The first Shaddoll monster is Shaddoll Hedgehog. When this one's flipped, you can add a Shaddoll spell or trap from your deck to your hand, or when it's sent to grave by a card effect, you can add a Shaddoll monster from your deck to your hand. So this is a really important monster to have. 2 Shaddoll Beast. When flipped, you can draw 2 cards and discard a card, or when it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can draw a card. So this one helps you to gain more advantage. 1 Shaddoll Dragon. When this one's flipped, you can target a card your opponent controls, return it to the hand, and then when it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can target a spell or trap on the field, destroy it. So it has some utility that way. 1 Shaddoll Hound. When flipped, you can target a Shaddoll card in your grave, add it to your hand, and then if it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can change the battle position of a monster on the field. So this can activate your Shaddoll monster flip effects or get over a certain monster. Shaddoll Squamata can destroy a monster on the field when flipped, or when sent to the grave by a card effect, you can send a Shaddoll card from your deck to the grave. So this one can set up any of the other Shaddoll monsters you might want. 2 Shaddoll Falco. When flipped, you can target a Shaddoll monster in your grave, except itself, to special summon it in face down defense position so that can help get the flip effects. And when this is sent to the grave by a card effect, you can special summon Shaddoll Falco in face down defense position. 3 Shaddoll Wendy. This one was recently reprinted in the 2021 Megatins, which was nice. And when this one flips, you can special summon a Shaddoll monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position. And then when it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can special summon a Shaddoll monster from your deck in face down defense position. So this really helps to get your engine going. 2 Naelshaddoll Ariel. When flipped, you can target a banished Shaddoll monster, special summon it face up or face down defense position. This helps to recurse some of your cards. And then when it's sent to the grave by a card effect, you can target up to 3 cards in graveyards, banish them. So this helps to set up itself and interrupt your opponent. 3 Mathematician. This is normal summons. You can send a level 4 lower monster from your deck to your graveyard. So this can just get any of your Shaddoll monsters effects. 2 Performage Trick Clown. It is a light, and then when it's sent to the grave, you can target 1 Performage monster. You take 1000 damage, but you special summon it, so it helps to get a level 4 on the field usually. 2 Performage Damage Juggler. Can banish itself to get a Performage from your deck to your hand. Helps get more advantage. 1 Performage Hat Tricker can special summon itself when you have 2 or more monsters on the field. So this helps to go for more rank 4s or just link summon. 2 Shaddoll Fusion. It's a normal fusion spell unless your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, then you can use monsters from your deck as fusion material, which is really good. You can use any one you might want. 3L Shaddoll Fusion. This one's a quick play spell, so it helps you go for more damage. 3 Nephe Shaddoll Fusion. This one can get any attribute you might want by equipping it to a Shaddoll monster, and then you can fusion summon any from your Shaddoll fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as the fusion material, including the equipped one though. 1 Foolish Burial to help get any of the Shaddoll monsters effects. 1 Shaddoll Core. This one can act as any fusion material that lists an attribute, so any attribute. And then also when this card is sent to the grave by a card effect, you can target a Shaddoll spell or trap in your grave and add it to your hand. This helps get some of the fusion spells back. 2 Resh Shaddoll Incarnation can target Shaddoll monster in your grave, special summon it in face up or face down defense position. And you can also banish this and 1 Shaddoll card, and then flip your monsters face down or face up. This helps get your flip effects. 2 Sinister Shadow Games. It's like a Foolish Burial for Shaddoll cards, and then you can also change any number of face down defense position Shaddoll monsters to face up defense position. 1 Shaddoll Schism. This helps you to fusion summon on your opponent's turn and using your grave, so that's kind of cool. And something to consider if you want to be more competitive is Super Polymerization to fusion summon with your opponent's monsters. And for the extra deck, 2 Naelshaddoll Construct. When this one's special summoned, you can send any shadow card from your deck to your graveyard. This can help set up certain plays. And then when it battles with a special summon monster, you can destroy that monster. That's really cool. And then all of the fusion monsters, when sent to the grave, you can target a shadow spell or trap in your grave, add it to your hand. One Naelshaddoll Ariel. This one can negate special summon monsters by discarding a shadow card in your hand. Shaddoll Grista can negate a special summon by discarding a shadow card in your hand. Shaddoll Ariel. Neither player can special summon monster cards from the hand or graveyard using spell or trap effects. One Naelshaddoll Apkallone. When this one's special summoned, you can target a face-up card on the field. This one is different when sent to the graveyard because you can add any shadow card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, but then you discard a card, which is usually just gains you more effects. One Naelshaddoll Wendigo. You can target one monster you control. This turn it cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's special summon monster, so this helps to protect you sometimes. Shaddoll Winda is the floodgate. Cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects, and each player can only special summon once per turn. This one can be pretty hard to get rid of. One Castell the Skyblaster Musketeer. This one spin away cards. A lot of times you have a couple level 4s on your field, so this works out. You can also flip face-up monster on the field to face down defense position to get your flip effects back. One Gaga Samurai to get more damage. Number 101 Silent Honor Arc to take a special summon monster your opponent controls. One Tornado Dragon to destroy spell or trap cards on the field. And then for Link monsters, a Shaddoll Construct. This one you can fusion summon a shadow monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as the fusion material. And then also when it's in your grave, you can send a shadow card from your hand or face up field to the grave and you special summon this card. So this one helps to gain more fusion summons and sometimes advantage. One Cross Sheep is also really good because when a fusion monster is fusion summoned to a zone this card points to, you can special summon a level 4 lower monster from your graveyard. So this is how you usually get your rank 4 toolbox going. And that's the deck at only $29. It is pretty fun to fusion summon. And there are a lot of effects going off though. Thanks for watching.